Hey, welcome back to the channel, you guys. I got another series I want to put on you guys' radar. It's on Epix. Now, I just talked about a new series that came out on Epix. Epix is starting to be another one of my favorite little add-ons, man. I always did like them. I used to watch them on and off. They kind of remind me of Shudder, but I think they're a little better. But anyway, Shudder's good, though. But I got Shudder as well. But anyway, there's this series that I started watching. It's been a while now since I started watching it, but it's called Chapelwaite. Chapelwaite. It's Chaplewaite. Now I'm gonna give you the plot synopsis, and we'll go from there. Captain Charles Boone relocates his family of 3 children to his ancestral home in Maine after his wife dies at sea, and he comes back to Maine, and I guess there's a little history there of his family that lived there. So he moves back to Maine. Of course, Maine, he's got these 3 mixed Asian kids because his wife was Asian. So I guess Maine's kind of prejudiced. You know, I didn't know that, but I guess they are. Since I know I like to go to Maine just because I like trees and valleys. I like trees and Mother Nature and stuff. But when I did research on Maine, it's 99.99% white, so there's hardly no black people up there or anybody of a different color, I guess. But that's not what this is all about. Anyway, this is a new season that came out, and it's only been out it's only got 1 season, and there's I think there's 10 episodes, but he goes back home, and he has the townsfolk in Maine don't care for his kids because they're a different color. They're kind of mixed with Asian, so their skin is not dark, but it's toned a little bit, and they got different features. So he has to deal with that. Then he has to deal with his family history because his family history has a knack of having this so-called his family before that ends up killing somebody in their family, and then they go cuckoo or something like that. So he moves back to his home that was left empty, and there was somebody that was taking care of the house until he decides to come back and live there. So town folks are kind of frowning at him being there. So he has this old wood mill that he wants to try to get up and going, and there's people working there, but he's going to take it back over. So he's got people there, and then he's got this black worker there that he befriends with, and that's later on in a couple seasons, but they treat him like crap. And so then he kind of talks to him, and then the white guys that are there, they don't respect him because it's kind of racial stuff there. But anyway, he starts, when he goes there, he starts having these nightmares and stuff. And then these people are getting killed, and they're having some type of something's going on where people are getting sick. But then the town folks are not liking him because they're thinking that he has something to do with it, but he doesn't have anything to do with it. But he has some type of relative that supposedly had died and was buried in a grave. But as the series went on, I'm on episode 6 right now, so I haven't watched it all, but it is really good. But I think his relative that he's gonna find out is some type of vampire or something like that. But anyway, it's very good, and it's well shot. Production value wise, man, they put a lot of money in this, because if you watch this, I'm one of those type of people. I'm like, man, I love the setting, and I love how they shot everything. It looks the way it was supposed to look back in those days. It wasn't done cheap. But anyway, this is a drama, thriller, horror, and it's like I said, it's got 10 episodes, and I think some of you guys will like this. So anyway, this is called Chapelwaite. Chapelwaite, that's the name of it, and it's got the cast is Adrian Grody. Y'all know who Adrian Grody is. So he's the lead in this. So anyway, it's got a lot, but everybody else is just normal actors. But if you want to know who really, Adrian Grody is the main character in this. So, it's really good, you guys. So anyway, God bless and take care. We'll catch you in the next video, but put that on your radar. God bless. We'll see you.